Resume recording. There we go. Oh, I don't want to sit on that. Okay. So just letting go of the day. Uh-oh, did we lose somebody? Yeah, Danielle, she'll probably be back. It's a Monday, mid-September. So the fall season resonates to the energy of fire. All the seasons have an energy associated with it. So the fall season is fire, and some people react without even realizing it in the fall. They might see the changing of the leaves, the colors of the leaves to red, and red can be stimulating energy. It can also bring up anger. So some people will be out in nature or driving and they'll see these red leaves and then get angry and not know why. So it's interesting to observe, but our fire center is our solar plexus. So we're going to be working with that tonight, and we'll see how our energy goes. And the fire energy can also be enthusiasm and joy. So there's a range of emotions that are associated with it. Okay, so we'll start with our centering, and then we'll move into some of these moves that I have planned for you. The fun. Okay, so just reach up through your spinal column. Bring your hands into mudra if you wish. It's optional, but it seems like a nice way to start with centering. So just bringing your awareness into the present moment, and notice what's going on with you, where your mood is. Your nervous system, emotions. Sometimes we don't acknowledge emotions at the time they come up, and they'll come up later, either as a surprise or when something triggers off the emotion. So just kind of think about how it is for you. And then come into awareness of your breath. Allow anything that's been weighing heavy on you to fall away. Let it go. Now just hold your eyes closed and look up. Take your eyes side to side in a little arch, and then relax your eyes and repeat. Eyelids closed, look up, side to side, and release. And one more time, close your eyes and look up, side to side, and release. Come into awareness of your body, any sensations you're experiencing in this moment. Just check on areas that seem to be habitually with tension or tightness, or see what feels good, see what feels tight, and we'll check in with all of that after we've done our practice. So release your mudra for now and bring palms to prayer hands and breathe arms overhead. Deep breath, long exhale, and a few more rounds. And one more round. All right. Ah, there she is. Please hold on a second. Oh, she must have had trouble with her laptop. Okay, so Danielle, we just did our centering, so um, we'll continue on, but we'll come into puppy stretch and just breathe and stretch a little bit. Notice your shoulders. Have you been carrying too much responsibility, causing your shoulders to tighten up or feel sore? And just come forward onto your palms. Let your hips come forward. Stretch away from your knees and just roll side to side, stretching in your waist and hips. And pull back once again into puppy.
Now just come forward onto your elbows, just bringing your hands under your chin. Lift your feet and circle around. Loosen in your ankles. Flex and point. And toes. Squeeze and stretch. Shake them out. And then just bring your palms together. Turn your toes under. We'll come into an elbow plank. Press through your heels. Just to start bringing in some tapas heat. Nice deep breaths. Ujjayi breath if you feel so inclined. And then turn towards your left leg and look behind over to your feet and other side towards your right leg and back to center. And just let your legs and hips down, tops of your feet, and gently roll side to side, feeling your spinal column. And toes under once again. We'll come back into our elbow plank. Lift hips and legs. Stretch through your heels. Stretching calf muscles. And then bring your knees in. Come onto your palms. And stretch out in another plank pose, just a forward plank. Press your right foot into the floor, press through your heel, and lift your left leg up. And down, switch sides, lengthen, lift your right leg up, and down. And become aware of your heels and draw your heels towards the floor and press back into downward facing dog. Now to loosen up calves, you can lift up onto the balls of your feet, stretch your ankles, and then press your heels down. Pull back, shoulders towards your knees, and lift, and down. Okay. Now just bring your left leg forward into sun pose. Allow your hips to relax. And then lift up. And we'll switch legs. Just kind of waking up our groin and psoas muscles. And switch. Plant your feet, ground into the earth.
Get a good alignment. Then come onto your fingertips and lift your torso up into warrior one legs, breathing arms up overhead. And exhale down. Relaxing in your hips as you work. Breathe. Good. And bring your palms back down onto the floor. You can bring the back knee down if you like. And then bring your left hand inside your foot and slide your foot over and open the knee. Press it open. And some people like to get even more of a stretch, and you can come down for this onto your forearms and see how it is for you. Some people come all the way down onto the chest. We'll come back up. Toes under on the back leg, come back into sun pose. Now bring the back foot down and straighten your front leg. And bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Align your hip bones to the front. So that means you might need to let the back heel out, and that's fine. Feel that awesome stretch in the calf muscle on the back leg. Straighten the front knee as much as you're able to. Lengthen through from your heel, your back heel, through your crown. Taking a breath and extend, stretch away. And exhale, head to knee, down over your leg. And then lift the back heel. Bring your left foot back. Just come into your down dog and compare the two legs. Take your hips side to side if you wish. Ground your feet into the earth. Connect. Press your heels down, your feet. And then step your right leg forward into sun pose, relaxing down into your sun pose. Lift your chin. And then let the back leg down. And bring the right hand in, slide your foot over a few inches, and open the knee. Really good hip opener here. And if you want to increase your stretch, come down onto your forearms or your chest. Whatever feels best for you here. Excuse me. And lift back up. Bring your hand outside your knee. Come back into your sun pose. And bring the back heel down onto the floor. You can bring your foot in if you need to. And then with your front leg, you can come onto your fingertips and then just straighten that knee and bend. So breathe it in, exhale it out. See if you can get it straight. If not, just wherever your body will allow the stretch to happen. Press down in your back heel and then come in for your head to knee stretch. So lengthen through your torso from your heel, through your tailbone, through your crown, take in your breath. Exhale and relax down over your leg. And just see how this side is compared to the first side. And then soften the front knee. Pull back a little bit. We're going to step the back leg in for head to knee on both legs. Lengthen. Exhale down. Inhale up into monkey pose. Onto your fingertips, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And come in for a little hold here in your stretch. And soften your knees. Bring your arms behind you. Come up into chair pose. Bring arms overhead. You can separate your feet a little bit here. Hip width. Draw your tummy in. Bend your knees a little further, but keep your hips rolled under. Reach. Good. And let's try our balance tonight. Just bring your arms parallel to the floor. Make sure you focus on a spot or gaze at something and lift your heels up into the lifted chair pose. Straight spine. And then lift up. And lower your arms down. Bend your knees. Okay, good. So from here, just bring your hands, actually bring your hands onto your abdomen. We'll review a little bit because of the Kapalabhati, and which is breath of fire, fall. But also, we've been working with some pulses. We've done our arms, you know, coming around and pulsing, but this is for the belly. So we're going to add to this, but just so that you all have the technique, you want to pull your tummy in and up. So you're lifting your whole solar plexus, your second chakra. Relax your shoulders. Now let's work with Kapalabhati just to get moving. So take in a breath and reach for energy. Grab it, hold it, and then exhale with a ha at your waist level. Reach, inhale, ha, 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 ha. Reach out in front of you. Ha, ha, and ha. Okay, so now let's try Kapalabhati with the mouth closed. So it'll be, I'm hoping you can see my belly move. So these are the quick thrusts on the exhale, okay? Now the callinetics ab work, you're pulling in and up to your maximum, the maximum contraction in here. And then you're continuing to pulse, but you're not letting it out. You're pulling in, 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 in. You have to make sure you get your breath in. I don't know if you can see that or not from that distance. Does everybody feel like they have it? Okay, good. So we're going to play a little bit here, and I can pretty much guarantee it'll be fun. So just breathe palms in. We're going to go into warrior one, toes forward. Exhale, soften knees. We'll start with taking your left leg back, whoops, and hips forward. So a few vinyasas, breathe in, exhale out, and just get comfortable in your alignment. Lift in your tummy. And then press out. Reach arms up overhead. So bring your arms out to the side. So just like we've done our arms before with the callinetics, but we're in warrior one legs. So let your hips continue to relax. Lift in your torso. Roll your thumbs back. Rotate in your shoulder. Bring your arms around so they're as high as you can get them and as close in as you can get them. Maximum contraction. And then press in, 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 in. So it's not in, out, in, out. It's in, in, in. Keep rotating in the shoulder. Keep the contraction. All right. And then release. You work up with those up to 100. You start out with maybe 25, 50, 75, and then 100, 3 times a week. And it really helps with the upper arm. So we're going to stretch that out just a little bit for now. Switch. And release. Out to the side. And a slight lean forward into arrow. And then pull back and step it in and shake out your hips and thighs. You can bend your knees. Okay. So breathing palms in. Soften. Take your right leg back. Vinyasa. Breathe it in and out. And then hold your pose. Now, this side, We'll still do our arms, but just a little bit differently. Breathe arms up and out into position for arrow, and then lean forward for arrow. Now twist your arms, pull them away from your back, and your little pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. And then lift back up. Bring your palms in, step out. All right. So you can feel there's a little difference. It's probably more of an intense stretch when you have your arms behind you in Warrior One rather than arrow. But it's just kind of fun to try that. Okay, so either turn your mat or turn your body for Warrior Two. Step out nice and wide into five-pointed star. Breathe. And just let it out. Ujjayi breath. Inhale Ujjayi. Exhale Ujjayi. Okay. And turn out your left leg for Warrior Two. Take in a breath. Exhale and come out to the side. Gaze. Now, the Kalinetics ab work that we were doing. So we're all open here in our Warrior Two. Keep your knee open too, don't forget. So pull your tummy in and up, and then your tiny pulses. And as you pulse, let your hips relax deeper into the pose. Maybe about 20 of those. And then draw your knee in. We'll go to the other side. If you need to relax your arms, you can do that. And then we'll come in on the other side. And breathe. Exhale out. And engage your core muscles. Draw the tummy in and up. Can you feel that? Okay, so you're pulling this whole area in, your ribs, your low abdomen. Relax your hips, gaze over the horizon, and your tiny pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. Relax your mouth. Tendency will be, oh, I got to do this right. Don't worry about it. Just relax your hips down into your warrior. Pulse your tummy. And then press away. Relax your arms. Turn all your toes in, heels out. And we'll come forward for a forward fold. Take in your breath. Exhale, hinge forward in the hips. Tilt your hips up and back, your tailbone. Relax down. You can slide your hands down your legs or bring them on the floor.
And then just walk your hands over to your right leg. Stretch in, head to knee. Other side. Head to knee. Back to center. Now just walk your hands forward. Hop your feet in together. Bend your knees and come down. Separate your heels and we'll give a little stretch because we were holding our warrior poses. We want to stretch our thighs a bit here, okay? So if you want to do one leg at a time, fine. If you want to sit on one hip and just pull your heel in to your hip, any version of thigh stretch that's going to work for you today. Okay, so just relax down. Nice full breaths. All right, so let's come back up. Bring your right leg in so that you have a bent knee, and you're going to sit on that right hip and stretch out your left leg. Reach it out, and you're going to face the hip bones towards that front leg. The back knee will be down. You're going to have to walk your hands a little ways forward. Straighten the back leg. So just like when we're in up dog, you press down on the top of your foot and straighten the leg out. But we're going to lean forward a little bit and then pulse this leg up, 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 up. Now bend your knee parallel to the floor if you can, and back behind you, up, 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 up. Now take it forward and back. Press, pulse, 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 pulse. And then bring that leg around for your four square or rocking the baby. We'll stretch out after the work you just did. Flex the top foot wherever you have it. And just hinge forward in your hips and enjoy the opening because you just really warmed up. You brought heat into your hips and thighs, your abdomen with your pulsing. Breathe and relax on the exhale. And then we'll lift up. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So bring your left leg around. And stretch your right leg out behind you. Turn the knee under. You want to be safe with your knee, so don't let it be at the side. Turn, roll that hip forward, just like in pigeon pose, okay, like pigeon alignment, okay. So now activate the leg. That's going to lift your kneecap, most likely off the floor. Lean forward a little bit. Engage your hip. You're going to lift that leg up. Lift, 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 lift. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Notice if this side's different from the first side. What's different? Now bend that knee, bring it parallel to the floor, but still behind you because you want to work these muscles here, your glutes. So pulse up, 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 up. Now forward and back, forward and back. Just pulse, press back, pulse, pulse,
pulse, pulse, pulse, pulse, pulse. And then bring that leg around to the front for your four square. Flex the top foot. Get comfortable. Now, something you can try here, excuse me. We did pulsing with our abdominal area, with our solar plexus muscles, down into our low abs. Now just pull in and up, taking a breath. Keep it contracted and hinge forward in your hips. Keep pulling it in. Navel to spine. And then press away, lift back up. Straighten out your legs and roll your hips side to side. Okay. So we want to get a twist in, and we have just enough time before our Savasana. So if your body is craving a certain pose of twist, then go with that. Otherwise, we'll come down for a knee down twist. Roll your hips under, arms out to the side. Cross your right leg over, and you can cross at the ankle as well if you want to. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Take in your breath and exhale over to the left, but keep your knees up under that arm. Let your foot come down and then lower your leg down and rotate your head to the side and enjoy. After you've warmed up your body like this, the twist is really yummy. Keep your shoulders down. Now start to roll your low back down onto the floor. That will bring your knees up. Bring your head back. Lift your knees and switch your legs. Eagle legs is optional, but just knee down twist. Bring the knees in nice and close. Take in your breath. Exhale over to your right. Shoulders down. Let your foot reach the floor and then let your knees relax over to the side and head opposite. All right, now roll your back onto the floor. Lift your knees. Unwind your legs. Feet on the floor. Just slide your right heel out. Then your left. Just make sure you've rolled your hips under you. You can realign on your mat if you need to. And then arms, palms are up. And let your shoulder blades come under and relax completely. Allowing transformation to happen, releasing stress, tension. Luxuriating in a few minutes of total relaxation. Remember to let your belly soften after the work you've done. Go deeper now. Let go more and more. You can always let go more. Now remaining in that restful, peaceful state, just bring a Buddha smile to your face, just turning up the corners of your mouth, allowing joy and happiness to permeate your very being. Little Buddha smiles on all your cells. And then starting to come back to the physical, aware of your back, pressing into the mat, the back of your head and your hips pressing into the earth, the sounds in the room, and then just bring some little moves into your hands and feet, start to come back. Draw your knees up to your chest. And then come all the way over to one side and up into sitting. Seal in the benefits of your practice today with a mudra, your favorite one. And then bring palms into Anjali Mudra with a little bow of your head, honoring your body and its intelligence and the way it works with you. And may this start your week off feeling centered and in tune. Namaste, everybody.